Yo, Dapper just cut 22% of its workforce.
They did.
Ouch.
Cut 'em. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we think
So,
about that?
I mean, they got 4 products going now. They got the Top Shot, they got the AllDay, they got La Liga, they got UFC Strike. So, I mean, the NFT market is getting crushed right now. It's still down. And I think AllDay probably isn't carrying the load like it used to be, and so some people had to go.
To me, it just kind of comes with the territory. I mean, if Facebook, Apple, we've talked about this before. If some of these other major ones are starting to cut people, I was talking to somebody who worked at Intel the other day, and they were just saying that they're making massive cuts in the tech industry. So,
Yeah.
I think this is just par for the course, and I think that I've heard, I can't confirm, that there was like 600-ish employees at Dapper. So cutting 22% of that, it seems like, I mean, I guess I really don't know everything that would be involved. I don't know if that includes janitorial staff and HR and everything.
No, I mean, I'm assuming they're remote, so it's code, QA,
Sure.
project managers, people, designers, who knows,
Well, I mean, the
that
good
kind of
news
stuff, so.
is, according to this Discord comment you just read, that they won't have to be creating defensive moments anymore because they're useless. So they can cut the defensive coder right there. So if he just codes defensive
cut the moments in half, only offensive moments, because all the
Exactly.
defensive ones are shit.
I don't think that's the case. I think they should keep making defensive ones, but I feel that
No,
person's pain that they were saying that, there's not a lot of utility for him. And, I also understand that that's getting into a whole nother thing. So let's finish on the whole Dapper losing 22% of its workforce. What do you have any major takeaways on this outside of the fact that sometimes you got to make cuts?
I mean, yeah, sometimes you got to make cuts, and it's low season right now. I mean, I think, honestly, you look at cryptos, right now, if you look across the markets, there's a nice, there's a 20% bump going on right now in Ethereum and a lot of things. But I mean, things are down 90, 80, 70% across, a lot of these, a lot of these tokens and coins and such. So a little 20% jump from nothing isn't, it's not enough, right? So
Sure.
I don't really see it as I don't think we're at that point yet where it's oh, crypto's back, and until
No.
it is, until NFTs are back. I mean, NFTs are selling it you look at it, it's the amount of NFTs that sell right now versus the height, it's 97% less. So
Correct.
I mean, we're here's the thing: if you believe in, again, I feel like we say this every episode. If you believe in NFTs, if you believe in blockchain, if you believe in all that, if you're, hey, can I get an amen? If you're a believer, if you are a believer, now's the time to buy. This is that thing where people are oh, I wish I could have got a shot when it was $2. I wish I could have got this. This is that time. And everybody that's bailing out, everybody's bailing out. And that's when people are afraid. If you believe in it, go buy that shit. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be, it could be AllDay, it could be, Bored Ape Yacht Club, it could be, Ethereum, it could be Flow, it could be whatever. But everything's down right now. Now's the time to be loading your bags. When everybody's scared, is the time to be loading your bags. When everybody's jumping in and your mom and your, grandparents are asking how they buy Ethereum or how they get into AllDay, that's when you should be selling. That's when you get rid of stuff. So.
Yep.
But
I agree. And I think that kind of moving the conversation to the next piece, and that is that the market at NFL AllDay is completely down right now. And right now,
Yep.
I mean, I think we've said it the last, I don't know how many episodes, you should be, if you believe in this at all, you should be loading your bags. And let me tell you right now, I am loading that shit up. And what I see is this. Oh, we're bringing it up. I thought I lost you there. Got scared. What I see is
just pulling it up.
Again, rares are the bottom of rares have come up because of the burn. So there's no longer I don't think there's a sweet deal on rares unless you're trying to buy the top ones. I've noticed you talk about Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, those guys, they've come so far down. There's deals to be had on the top end ones. Those have come down.
Yeah.
Legendaries, the low end ones have come down. I think all the legendaries, there's probably some deals to be had, but I think there's more to come in that area. The deal right now is commons. I mean, the commons are obnoxiously cheap right now.
Yeah.
and you can load.
We're back to $4 commons. I mean,
yeah,
we haven't seen this for a while.
But again, the way I would tell people to search it is go to commons and search from highest to lowest, and just look at the drop off from where things used to be. It's to me, it's crazy. I mean, you go high to low.
I'll set that real
you
quick.
Got Tom Brady, who's fallen off a cliff because you got your top player who's not playing as well anymore, so he's coming way down. He's in the 140s. I mean, look at that. Like Josh Allen has always been in second place, kind of strong, but you can see he's starting to fall. But then when you get into third place, Devontae Adams was down to like $31 earlier. Jamar Chase dropping down.
Hurts is up because of the challenge right now.
But how about Justin Jefferson? You don't even see him in the top 8. Where is he?
Right here, 32.
Yeah, $32. He's about to go into the 20 area. Tyreek Hill to me is holding strong, and so is Kelsey. Mahomes is, he's dipping a little bit. Kelsey and Hill are holding, but when you start going past Hill, that's when you start noticing. That's when you start getting into the deals. I think Justin Jefferson is, getting a couple Justin Jeffersons and just kind of starting to load the boat on him.
Here's a deal right here, Jamar Chase. I mean, there's a triple badge rookie for $35.
And I get that one, but I feel like those are going to come down even more. So it's the ones that really can't go much further. Those are the ones where it's like, to me, if you go down a little bit further down the list, it might even take one more.
Burrow at 25.
Yeah, these. Okay, keep going. AJ Brown is up. That's almost like a sell right now. I mean, he was an easy $8 moment for the longest time. It's one more past this. So these are pretty standard.
I mean, these are all driven by fantasy right here.
Right, but you got Mark Andrews who's hurt, so he drops down. Aaron Rodgers, I mean, he was at $12 earlier today. You got Tua, who's been I saw him at 11 earlier. The Dallas Cowboy moment how many challenges has that been a part of? That's been up to $60-some. Justin Fields, it's
and this kid's balling out right now. This,
right.
I mean, yeah.
How about the fact that Jalen Waddle at the beginning of the season was you couldn't get him for anything less than $30-$40. You could pick up, you can start loading the boat on a few of these guys. He's going to be playing
a lot of these guys you couldn't,
They're going to be playing next season, folks. That's the thing. It's this year might be kind of a shit show, but what about next year when it's August and everybody starts getting hype again and all these guys who sold out are like, maybe I'll give it another shot because I'm hyped for NFL season again. That's going to happen. How about Dak Prescott? I picked him up for $8 today.
Yeah.
He's up to 10 now, but you just see some of these guys.
Look,
it's obnoxious.
Yeah. People are bailing on the product right now, and they're not bringing in enough people to replace it. I mean, that's what it boils down to.
Right.
Let's see here. We have 81,243. Let's see where it's at now. Let's see how many accounts are non-zero accounts. 82,454. So it went up 1,000. Okay. So there's 1,000 new accounts, but that's just not a lot. 1,000 accounts is not a lot of accounts.
No, it's not. But what I can say to the people who watch this and are probably still buying, there's Series 1 out there.
Yeah.
Series 1 is sought after. I mean, again, there's only how many debuts are they going to make of the team moments? The Eagles, the Giants, the Texans, the Broncos. These are all debuts, and they're going for $10.
Russell Wilson's $10.
Yes. I will be out there buying that moment later tonight. I picked up a Gabriel Davis for $8 today. I mean, all these Gabriel Davis, he was $100 moment weeks ago because of a challenge.
That was due to a challenge, but yeah.
All right. How about Kyle Pitts? $8. Those were $30-some. Load the boat on it, Pittsburgh Steelers.
And I think what you're seeing too is some of these weren't debut moments. So some of these that are debut moments, it's definitely it helps. It makes it an easier buy.
Isn't Dak Prescott's a debut moment, right?
Yeah,
you got Derek Carr, who's he'll be playing somewhere next year, whether it's the Raiders or where else. He was he was an easy $30-some moment. The one I can't get enough of, Trevor Lawrence, $8. He's had a few games where it's they almost won, but they didn't win. So everybody's like, well, fuck it. I guess he's just not going to win now. Everything's all figured out. He went from $30 to $8 because he lost a couple games. Great logic there. Yeah. The Washington football team moment right there, $7. If I wasn't on this right now, I'd be buying that for $7. I would be buying that. It's
DeAndre Swift debut right here for $7. Yes. That's a good one to be getting at $7.
Yes, T.J. Hawkinson is going to the Vikings right now.
Yeah.
Right. So he's.
Yeah. Look. Here's the thing. We could sit here and go through this all day and talk about how low these things are. Breece Hall. This kid's going to be back next year, and $7. Oh my God.
He was going for $5 earlier.
Yeah, I know.
He was.
I know.
I'm just again. All I can say is
I'm with you.
You're with me, but I guess I'm trying to say to the people that are watching that, to quote Michael Jackson, you're not alone. Okay. Anyway, that could be taken a lot of different ways.
Yeah, I was going to say. When did he say that?
As I was saying that, I thought about that. Anyway,
maybe just don't ever quote Michael Jackson. Maybe that's kind of the takeaway here.
I'm trying to bounce back from this right now. Anyway, the point being is seriously, now is the time to load the boat. I don't even care if you don't believe in the product. Load the boat anyway, because again, if there's a couple challenges that happen, just think of it like this. What about when the playoffs come? What about when the Super Bowl comes? Do you think that everybody's just going to be like, fuck it? People get football fever when the playoffs and the Super Bowl come. And right now, it's week 7, week 8. Everybody thinks there's going to be a massive, recession. So everybody's getting out. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't.
Well, you're right. And some people are getting out and probably, don't have a choice. And so
sure. And
if you do have a choice, right? If you've got the choice, now's the time. Now's the time to act. Now's the time to buy. That's what it boils down to. Is it's
pay rent,
get in,
buy NFTs. Pay rent, buy NFTs, buy NFTs. Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Good advice.
So let's talk about something else really quick.
Sure.
The one of our favorite ways to kind of look at the market is own the moment, and own the moment. It went premium November 1st, so it's you now have to be an owner of a Jolly Joker, as seen here, to get access to challenges, and of course everybody's favorite, which was Sniper, which kind of showed you could, if you were looking, waiting for a really good price on a moment or on a series or something like that, Sniper would kind of let you know when that was happening. And now you gotta have a Jolly Joker.
Right. And how many of those Jolly Jokers have sold so far?
That's a great question.
We were looking at it the other day. It was like about 1,000 and some change.
Yeah, there's 5,000 of them. I don't have my wallet here, so I can't log in to look.
Okay. Yeah,
maybe I can. Let me give it a shot.
Hang on.
Yeah. Nope. Or hold on. Let me see what I can do here.
Anyway, isn't there some way just to look on their probably something that requires more work than it's worth. Bottom line is, I think the last I saw it was 1,075 that it sold.
No, it was 1,700. I want to say it was it was
1,675.
I think they're more than that now.
Okay. Well, let's say they're at 20. Let's say they're at 2,500. I think the Jolly Joker was released at the wrong time.
Look, any NFT that's getting released right now is getting released at the wrong time. But I'll give them credit. If you think about it, they're selling 300 a piece. So, okay, here we go. There are 1,810 Jolly Jokers that have been minted.
Got it. Okay.
And that's 300 a pop.
Are they?
So, I think so.
I thought they were 2.
Try to mint one. Let's see what happens. I'm going to mint one behind the scenes here, and they are $300.
Wow. Okay.
So, they did all right. They didn't do bad.
Yeah. Yeah, considering it's a free product, and now they've got some income coming in.
Well, and some of the things that they're doing though is when you're a holder of these things, you can participate in certain fantasy leagues and you have access to a bigger prize pool. So
sure.
I mean, really, it's kind of gambling. I mean, like you're buying like a gambling pass, basically. There's no really other way to say it. You're paying $300 to gamble to think you're going to win fantasy contests and get more than your $300 back. Because and this is just my ignorance, but I don't think jokers are available in the secondary market, are they? Like, I don't think you can just go out and buy one. So
if they are, they're not easy to find. Yeah. So my takeaway on this is that I don't find the Jolly Joker to be valuable to me. I don't do the Rumble contest, and I don't really actually. I'm not a fan of the sniper. I don't. I've tried to use it, but I feel like I don't know. It always just feels like it doesn't work out for me. So I'm not dead set on it. I never really used it in the first place, so I never really got locked into it. So I love Own the Moment. I think they're doing a great job. No disrespect to them. I just don't think that the Jolly Joker, to me, is worth it, especially in a time where you could take $300 and, you could get quite a few moments right now.
Yeah,
you don't need a sniper to tell you where the deals are at right now. They're all over the fucking place.
Yeah, that's true. But and it's just more, again, I think some people enjoy that feature, so it's good for them. But yes, totally. Like you said, I liked it personally. I don't know if I'm gonna pony up for a Joker, just because again, I think maybe if I was more into the fantasy contests, it would make a lot more sense.
Sure.
Just for the product, it doesn't make sense. But if you're a fantasy player and you want to go in for those big prize pools, man, I mean, it makes sense to me. Like that, I get. So,
right.
So let's talk. We were talking about commons coming way down. Let's talk about how the legendaries now are sub 400.
They are. I saw Michael Thomas today at 350.
Now Michael Thomas is out for the season, so he's way down now. He's going to be he's down at 350.
Yep.
Darius Slay 370 at defensive players. Then we start seeing some of the historicals, and then TJ Hawkinson's legendary is pretty low, 460. There's Trayvon sitting at 472.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I like this moment a lot. I really do. I feel like he is this guy. I'm not, you're the Jags fan, but I like this guy.
Yep.
He is a baller.
He is. How about Justin Jefferson at 500 right there? That's kind of, it's not his debut, but.
Well, none of these are debuts, but.
Yeah. The legendary market's going to get tough. I think what you're going to get is you're going to get guys that or gals that own the legendaries. They're not selling just to sell out. That's why you're seeing like the commons drop so much. Is because you got your gamblers that are kind of half in, half out, and they're dumping their accounts. But you don't see people just dumping legendaries.
Not yet. You don't.
Not yet. I don't know if it'll get there.
Yeah,
there have to be
I don't know. I don't think anybody. I think if you would ask people week 1 of the NFL season if there was going to be $300 legendaries, I don't think I would have seen that coming.
Well, technically there's not a $300, but yeah.
Well, all right, sorry. Yeah, even $400. I would have thought, maybe a few will get like the 750 range or maybe 800 or somewhere in there. But I got to be honest, I did not see $350 legendaries coming. That's a low. That's not a lot.
Those are 79 burgers, aren't they? They're all 79s.
Yeah, but they're not even the 99ers. They're 79ers. Like Trayvon is a 99er. He's the cheapest 99er.
Yeah, but
again here's the problem. He's a defensive player, and so he's not. It's just not going to sell.
Yeah. There's not a ton of utility in that. Yeah. I think they'll get there. I think that people just have to be patient.
I think part of it is, the market, it starts, it flows, it goes up and down. It's going to settle in. You look at even if you just look at traditional football cards, defensive players are never worth as much as offensive anyway. They're just not as popular. But I do think that the market has just because everything has been so focused on challenges in fantasy, which have been very offensive minded. That's what we're seeing, right? We're seeing that there's just more, more emphasis on those players. So.
Sure. No, and I get it. I think they'll start to iron these things out. And again, yeah. Anyway, I'll move on from that. I did want to bring up one thing that's been on my mind. And I wanted to ask you a question live and you'll probably answer it correctly. Who is the most valuable moment in all of NFL All Day?
I'm assuming that
I'm not
Odell
talking
Beckham.
about numerical. I'm just talking about who do you think is the like if you like there's one moment I feel like in this whole damn thing where it's like you need to have that moment.
You're saying like the Odell Ultimate, you're saying?
No, I'm talking about just most valuable. How about just for playbook? Let's just
for playbook.
Yes, there's one guy that just goddamn it feels like you got to own that guy.
Dalvin Cook. My gosh, if I had to pick my MVP of this whole fucking thing, it's the fact that they had never made a common for Dalvin
and
Dallas Goedert, because he's part of tonight's challenge and he's only
a
a rare too.
And he's my runner-up. They got 4 fucking Davis Mills, but they can't make a common for any of those guys. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. They've got 2 Geno Smiths. Yeah, but they don't got.
We talked about this. I remember we talked about this. I don't know when it was, week 2 or so. Basically, Dalvin Cook got really close, and you and I talked, and we said, "Man, any of these rares that don't get a common in the first few drops, it's like they're valuable." And what's funny is like Dalvin Cook is super valuable right now, but the minute he gets a common in Series 2, he's gonna just like that rare is gonna be worth nothing. I mean, it's just going to go down in value 60%. So
it's almost
same thing with Goddard. Goddard's like he's an anomaly too. I mean, I'm sure I'm curious to see where those two are at right now.
The last I saw, Goddard was like 260 something.
Jeez, it blows my mind that
that people would pay that much. Is that what you're going?
Again and again, like it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like you needed Goddard in previous weeks. He's 260. Dalvin Cook's 216. So I think people are starting to catch on and hold on to him because I mean Cook got back down. I picked up my Cook for like 140, 150. I want to say. I mean, it was more than I wanted to pay, but I was just like, man, with the fact that he just showed up in a couple in that first week, and I was just like, and he's just one of those guys. He's dynamic, and so.
He is, and sense. It just seems like anything that's got the top rusher, or the top 5 rushers, or gets like 100 yards, he's going to be in the mix. And I mean, I see it in the Discord all the time.
He is a possibility all the time. And Goddard, it's like Goddard's the guy where if you're going to take away AJ Brown, Goddard's the guy that's going to tear you up. Like he's like he's not. I wouldn't say he's Travis Kelce, but it's like it reminds me of like the Chiefs, right? It was like Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. If you took away Tyreek, they hit you with Travis. If you took away Travis, they hit you with they take you with Tyreek. So, he's just one of those kind of guys. I would say he's like kind of he's not right there with like Kelce, in that like level of tight end play, but boy, he's close. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He's a good tight end.
Yeah, and the Eagles are looking strong. They ended up putting
that was a trap game tonight.
Yeah,
that was a trap game tonight, and they did all right.
They did.
Yeah, all right, looking good. Hey, I'm just gonna say, I did call Jalen Hurts preseason.
You did.
I may not have got them all, but I did get that one because I definitely got a few extra Jalen Hurts because he just something about him I'm telling you, the end of last season. He started looking good that second half of the season.
I was not feeling it. No. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now,
still holding those Jalen Hurts?
I hate to say this. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm telling you right now, the guy who's starting to look like Jalen Hurts last year is Justin Fields. Like, he does not have a lot of things around him, but he's starting to make plays. You're starting to see.
Bears fan.
Hey, I'm just saying, you're starting to see it. Yeah. You're starting to see it. Like the guy's like putting points on the board. He's putting drives together. I don't know. I've been hurt so many times. I've been hurt so many times that I'm just like hesitant to get into that situation. But I don't know. Feels similar. So.
Well, I hope it works out for you.
I mean, I do too. But I'm not gonna.
I wouldn't hold your breath.
Yeah, I'm not. Look. Any Bears fan can tell you, we are very, very used to being disappointed at the quarterback position. Like,
right.
we have never. I mean, like honest to God, the best quarterback we've probably had play for us in the last 50 years is Jay Cutler. Like,
Yep.
skills wise, he's been the best, and he's good. He was a good quarterback, but like that's it. Like, and what hurts so bad too. And oh God, the Packer fans are insufferable. But yeah, it's like they had Favre and Rodgers. It's like they've had 30 years of good quarterback play. I cannot wait until Aaron Rodgers is out of there. I mean, I kind of like watching him sync right now with Rodgers, so that's kind of sweet too. But, oh, Jesus. Jordan Love's next. And I mean, like, no disrespect to Jordan Love, but he's got big shoes to fill. It's like, it's not his fault, but he's not going to be, he's not Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre coming up the ranks there.
No, he's not.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be tough sledding.
It is. And I mean, so if nothing else, I don't, you know what, like, I think that what I've learned as a Bears fan is like I don't care if it's the Vikings or the Lions. It's just not the Packers. As long as it's just not the Packers. So like the Vikings are in first. I wish it was the Bears, of course, but is it? I'm just like, is it the Packers? No. Okay. Well, all right. Could be worse.
Yeah. So. How about Jared Goff's moment? That one fluctuates all over the goddamn
Well, because
place.
he
puts up a lot of points. But then they lose.
Well, he was, and now lately the Lions have not looked as good the last few games. They've been tailing off, so he's down now.
86
bucks 84. Yeah.
I mean,
so he's back. I mean, 84 is where he kind of sat, but we've seen this thing shoot up over 100 a few times for sure.
Oh, well over 100, yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's been kind of a roller coaster ride.
Yeah, he has.
I have not picked up a Goff yet, but I'm waiting for a dip. So,
I mean. All three of these guys, you're getting to a point in the season now where it's like, I mean, well, we didn't have a 7-8 release because, well, I think the folks there are being smart to not, just keep flooding the market with more moments. But
correct.
It's, like these three guys, I guarantee you one of them's got a common moment coming in the next,
right.
Especially Cook. Cook had he's had a couple of strong games. Goddard has, so I would think one of these three is going to have a common moment. So it's almost to a point now where you don't want to buy these rares.
Yep. So like my question is that, okay, if they're going to put out a new pack, what do they put out? Just a few moments? I mean, do you think that they should do like a whole list of people? I mean, what do we think here?
I would put out the normal amount of moments and I would just cut the supply in half. Right in half. Like, that's it. Gone. 50% gone. Like, I just wouldn't even... I would just start, like the problem is like, at the end of the day, it's people are not adopting this product. And so you got to just recognize that and start, creating a product that will sell. Because they don't want $4 moments. It's like... I mean, at some point, what's crazy is like all these moments are burning, and at some point, people are like if this product ever does take off, people are going to want to go back and complete sets, and there are going to be like huge chunks of players just gone. I don't know if Own the Moment used to let you see who was the most burned, and I haven't checked it lately, but let me see if I can.
Circulation, yeah.
Yeah, what was it under? It was like under the market, I think.
No, I thought it was under like your account.
And no, it wasn't under your account. Here it is. It's a premium feature.
Okay.
Circulation's a premium feature.
Okay, but you can look on AllDay and see
Yeah, but can you sort by burn?
No, but I think that's got to be coming down maybe not with the Lawson staff.
Yeah, actually, things are going to become a little bit slower than. Let's look at. I mean, obviously, the commons are the most. The cheapest commons are usually the ones that are the most burned. So, low.
Right. It was the last I saw. It was not Tyler Heineke. It was. Oh, wait a minute. Jalen Reagor. He was number one.
I mean, here's Scotty Miller with almost 3,000.
Jalen Reagor was 3,400 last I saw. So I'm guessing he's probably in the 35, 36 now. That was before this last playbook.
Wow. So yeah, I mean, you're seeing like some of these guys, like there's some of these are getting up there, like 3,000 out of a 10. That's putting it into like the common SE territory, and it didn't even start that way.
Yeah, but I mean, again, some of these guys are not very desirable. But I think to your point, collecting the entire set. It's
not about the desirability. What's gonna happen is like they're gonna like, and I feel like this is AllDay must know this, right? Like they're sitting here watching people burn these moments, and then they're gonna say, "Okay, everybody, now, everybody who's got, the full set of commons gets blah blah blah," right? And then everybody's gonna go, "Oh crap!" And then you're gonna see guys like, Jalen Reeves-Maben here, who's got 25.93 burned, shoot up to $15 because people are gonna. I mean, because here's the thing: even if you're burning these moments and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna be smart," you're gonna hold on to one, right? So there's not a lot of extra supply out there. Like people aren't like saying, I'm gonna just sit back and capture all these commons. But whenever that does hit, and people are motivated to collect a whole set or this or that, some of these guys are going to shoot up, especially these ones that are getting burned so much. Kendrick Bourne's 3,000 plus.
That's kind of that's kind of what I'm saying, and that maybe that collecting. What about collecting the common set twice? I mean, it's so cheap right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's a part of me that it's like I'll guarantee you somewhere in the Discords, somewhere in the dark, degenerate Discord, there are people who are coordinating certain players, right, that are getting burnt. Somebody out there, like for instance, Jalen Rager or somebody, where there's a bunch burned. Oh, Claypool's $5. Wow. All right, sorry. Where there's a bunch of
now you're sounding
people.
Like me.
I know, I'm a degenerate too. You know what I'm saying? Like they're probably slowly cornering the market on they're like, hey, everybody, go buy all the $5 and $6. Josh Gordon's, and then when that challenge comes up, we'll all get rich, so.
Yeah. Well, how about this little gem that I found? If you don't mind, go to Trevor Lawrence's common moment.
Trevor, there he is.
And I know not everybody cares about Trevor Lawrence, and this isn't a Jaguars related thing. This is just kind of, so go ahead and click on buy now.
Oh, I can't do that.
Okay. And go to sort by serial.
Lowest or highest?
Lowest, I'm sorry. And click on the guy who's got the number 1 serial.
Okay.
Okay. And you'll see how many moments this guy has. Okay. And go ahead and sort it by, can you sort by Trevor Lawrence's?
No.
Go to filters.
Filter.
Yeah, filter for Trevor Lawrence. No, right above Austin Eckler. See the filter button?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
He's got a few.
This guy had 400 Trevor Lawrence's. He was the number 1 collector of it. So, you talk about people this is just an example of people kind of loading the boat on one moment. Now, again, this is a guy that was $33. Now, when they start getting down in the $4 territory, the idea is that couldn't somebody just essentially go out and buy, instead of spending $2,000 on one legendary, couldn't they spend $2,000 and just really, I mean, they're not going to get them all, but some of these
but if you own a big chunk of Trevor Lawrence,
yes.
Yeah. I mean, so yes, completely understand and agree with you, but I think the counter argument is that no one wants any of these moments right now anyway, so who gives a shit?
That's a great point. But so, I think the point is that if you're a collector, I'm guessing probably more people who are collecting are watching this. So I'm thinking if you're a collector, that's an angle. Pick your moment. Hey, if anybody's got any, maybe we need to start a little something here on AllDay in the comments here, and maybe we need to all team up and buy one and see if we can corner the market on somebody.
All right, let's do it.
So users, if you want to join us and maybe team up, and I know Discord's doing their thing, and I'm sure that there's a lot of that going on. But hey, I don't know. Let's pick a moment, fellas, and let's all get in on that. See if we can corner the market.
In. Yeah, let's do it. Let's find a cheap debut. Let's look. Let's see who could be a good candidate for that. Oh my God, this guy. A lot of Trevor Lawrence's. Wonder if he burns Trevor Lawrence when he has to burn for his,
No, he doesn't. He's actually this guy's unloading these.
Oh, he is. He bought high and selling low. That's a great strategy to go in with.
Right. I hope he's not one of our viewers.
If he is, then you stop selling him. But what's up? Hey, you want to do a deal? I got a guy here who's a Jags fan that probably will.
You can sell them in bulk.
Bulk sale here. Series 1, common, debut, apply. Let's go low to high. Let's go. Should we go offense? I feel like we got to go offense. You got to find an offensive player who's position.
I'm trying to think of what series would be like a 6,000 count.
Not even that. Let's just see what's here. All right, we got Miller. You got Gesicki. Gesicki's actually, this is not a bad player.
Correct.
$5. Like this is a guy that could be, he's like not bad. Marvin Jones, Robbie Anderson, KJ Osborne.
These are all 10s though, right? 10,000?
All 10,000, yeah.
So
you're saying start with like a 6,000. Here's Dawson Knox, who's 8,500.
Right, and he's fully distributed, right?
I don't know.
He was part of the. That's part of the what's it called? The playoffs from last year. So I believe
he's not fully just. Well, he's fully distributed. Still 800 hidden in packs.
Okay, that's workable.
Yeah. Chase Edmonds, but 10,000.
Yeah.
Tyler Huntley. I'm telling you right now, this guy right here. This could be a guy. He could be a guy. Yeah, he's an 8,000. Oh boy, I like Tyler Huntley. I know he's behind Lamar, so he's not going to get a ton of playtime right now. But
correct.
I don't know. He's looked very sharp at some times, and I just feel like he's going to get a shot somewhere. Like he's not going to stay in Baltimore. Like once his contract's up in Baltimore, he's going to go somewhere else and get a shot. Some other team will pay him to come try be a starter, or at least give him. You know what I'm saying? Like give him a shot at it,
right?
Or trade for him or something. But
Anyway, he could be the Indianapolis quarterback next year.
Yeah. I mean, dude, Indianapolis should trade for him right now. That division is still. Well, not now, obviously. Trade deadline's passed, but they should have traded for him because that division was wide open. Tennessee is 5-2, and I mean, you and I saw Tennessee play live. Like they're good, but they're not like unbeatable. Like Henry is amazing, but I mean,
they're very beatable.
Yeah,
I mean, the
very
Commanders
beatable team. The Commanders did have them. In fact, any team that gets up on that, again, you get up on them and they can't run, they're screwed. Like. They just become very, they just cannot come back. So, anyway, we'll GM for Indy another day. But, so Tyler Huntley, Chase Claypool, $5. I mean, he's probably thin. I would imagine he's a thin $5 and probably gets up pretty quick after that. But he's a guy. Carson Wentz, we won't touch with a 10-foot pole.
What about this? And maybe I'm crazy for saying it. What about team moments?
Yeah, if it's a debut.
Like, again, the Washington Commanders, the Indianapolis Colts, those are like 7,000, 6,000. The Denver Broncos is a 4,500. Now it's a
Series
2.
Yeah.
But again, these are low counts. And
especially if you start with a low count moment. But I'll say this: I'd be a little leery of getting. I don't know. It's a good question.
I just wonder
how James Robinson do by his first week with the Jets. Did he do anything?
I don't know if he got a lot of playing time.
Yeah, he's probably learning the system still.
Right. I saw him on the bench a lot, so.
I mean, I would imagine it's going to take a little time. I'll be curious to see how. I think that was a good trade for the
Jets.
For the Jets, yeah.
Yep.
I think he's going to play well there.
Yeah, I won't cry right now.
Yeah, not in front of everybody, but you can cry later.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot. A.J. Dillon, 6. So now we're getting up to 6. Darren Waller.
He's been
like there's what you do. You know what? There's what you do. You find a guy like a Waller who's hurt, who everybody's down on. I mean, this is again, he hasn't been. I don't know. He's been hurt a lot, but boy, if someone like that comes back, that's hurt, that could be a good one. Here's Rager, by the way, 34-35 burned.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's probably your top guy. I don't think we've seen more than that yet.
No, I mean, if anything, he's right up there. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So bottom line is that grabbing a moment like that and trying to corner the market on it, I think you're going to see that happen. I think that in all this madness, it's going to happen. So to
I mean, look,
here's
watching, Rondale Moore's a rookie moment for $5 right here.
Yeah. There's a lot of rookie moments out there for $5.
Are there?
Yeah. I mean, again, I picked up a Josh Palmer for $5 today.
Yeah, but I think they're thin. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I would imagine that this moment, there's only like 2 that are $5, and then it's like 10 that are 6, and then 7, and it like gets expensive quickly. So,
but
I feel like it's going to be harder to corner a market when there's so few guys that are that low. Like that, or you're going to have to be willing to say, hey, I'm going up to $8 or something like that.
No, I mean, if you corner the market, you don't need a good player. The idea is you're trying to corner the market
for collector.
You're not, for collection. You're not.
I mean, so I would almost be like again, I'm just going to come back to Tyler Huntley for 2 reasons. One is no one gives a shit about him, and 2, he's an 8,000, so you've already got that's like all these are 10,000s. This guy's 2,000 in already, and 1,000 of them are burned. So he's already a 7,000 moment.
Correct.
And I would guess he's probably got a thicker floor here.
I bet he doesn't.
Yeah, 2 5s, a lot of 6. Yeah, look at all that 6.
Yeah,
but a lot of 6. Then he gets to 7.
Yeah, see, he's kind of. I mean,
it's very thin at 7, but
right now you want to start setting up your wall and start. You got to start clearing the floor on those.
Yeah, I mean, you would I would say you just start with 5, maybe even start with like say 6 is your low or whatever, or 5, and just wait till they drop.
5s and just. I mean, the whole thing is in this market right now. There is no sign of it coming up. Things are just going to continuously trend down. So just keep wiping the bare minimum floor and just let people come to you. There's no point in trying to reach to get something at this point. Yeah. And that goes for contests as well. I mean, there's no point, like you want to get these packs, but again, if you could turn around and just buy the moments, no big deal. And again, people, the moments are $4, like scoop these $4 moments up because, when you need to burn, these $4 moments are just, they're out there right now. I mean, I don't know if you were to do a search, is there any $4 moment right now?
I just refreshed and there is not.
There's not. Okay.
Well, wait, that's all these filters. Hold on. Sorry. Yes, there is. Jarvis Landry just got listed for $4.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I picked up a bunch of $4 moments today. It was going nuts. But see, now Landry, he's already gone. So they're selling quick. $4 moments are selling quick. Yeah, they're selling quick. But again, that's a great strategy.
Well, $30 is like the entry point. It's like basically... you have to burn 6 commons for playbook. It's $5 a pop now. It's $30, and then the rare floor is at like $34. So
So if you can do it for $24,
save yourself some money right there.
That is the way to do it. A little bit of time though.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what. Here's one. Patrick Peterson. It's a historical moment, but that's a 6,000 right there.
Yeah, I don't know if the historicals have the same.
I don't think
allure to them. There's something about the historical that I would be hesitant about. Although, what I've noticed is that they're using the historical more than they're using the team moments. Have you noticed that in these contests for playbook?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, that I would agree with. Here's Gilmore. Gilmore's a 6,000.
Really? Is he a Series 1?
Yeah. Series 1, right 6,000.
But again, he's defensive. But again, it doesn't matter.
Well, but again, like if you're going for just people who are trying to complete, actually, there's a couple of $5 right now on Frank Gilmore.
Oh, he's only got a couple fives. What about Chase? Claypool's a 10, isn't he?
He is a 10.
He had a bunch of fives today.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, I think the idea is there. I'm sure there's like we've said, there's probably Discord groups that are executing on it. There's set up all over. So if nothing else, even if you don't do something crazy like this, it's all harebrained and probably illegal or collusion or something anyway. I think the takeaway is, like, while the moments are cheap, just go get one of each. Like, get all these commons now for $5 because why not? Like, right, you're gonna need them at some point for a challenge or something, and so don't wait until you need it. Like, stop. Like, I keep seeing people. It's like Dallas Goedert. It's like people keep waiting and they pay $200 and then they turn around and sell them after the challenge for $120, and then they're buying them back 2 weeks later for $250 again. I mean, like, it is a losing proposition. I know that you're thinking like, I can get a legendary in that pack from Playbook, and then I can flip that for $400, $500, $700. I mean, I get it, but it's not
legendaries are not selling.
No, they don't sell. Like, I mean, they do, but if you want to move your legendary, you have to either have a great serial or you have to come way down off the normal price.
Right, you got to be down like $100 below the lowest, and then it'll get scooped up, no problem.
I mean, yeah, look at that, Michael. We saw a Michael Thomas legendary selling for $350 right now, and it's still there. Like, it's like no big deal. But like, could you imagine if a legendary went for $350 before? It'd have been scooped up in a heartbeat.
Right. And again, it's I mean, there is some like thought to going in there and getting all the positions at the legendary spot right now. I mean, you could go in there, you could get a DB and Darius Slay, you could get a receiver and Thomas. I mean, this is where, like, if you want to get into like these clubs of being able to pull legendaries and multiply and get more legendaries. I mean, this is where it happens.
Yeah, I mean, you think about there's these challenges where Hawkinson would be your tight end at 460.
Yep.
You we saw these challenges, and it's like having legendaries of this, and this will get you that. Like now, like get them now when they're low. Like that's, and again, they may come lower. Like don't, like who knows? So
I would suspect that they are. I would definitely suspect that they are.
I mean, we talked about this, like we were goofing around about our $100 legendaries, but we're not far away. $350, it's not that. I mean, we're closer to 100 than we are to 1,000. So,
I mean, Michael Thomas is going to be your guy. I mean, somebody who's hurt.
Well, he's out for the season, so no one wants him right now.
Right. I mean, what will Michael Thomas be come June? How about we make a prediction right here?
All right, let's do it. Come June. So I wouldn't even say June. I would say Super Bowl ends.
Let's say
I would say like April. April is probably because like June you're starting to get back to like where things were up. Remember June kind of things came back. It was like April, May. May was the month. If I remember right, May was the month where everything was like at its absolute lowest.
Yeah.
So let's say May 1st. Let's just say May 1st. Where's Michael Thomas's legendary May 1st?
I'm going to say 190.
I'm going to say 125. That was a number that just jumped in my head. I can't believe I'm going lower than you. I'm usually the optimistic one, but I'm going to go 125. 125 May 1st. Or lower.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see.
Yeah.
I will remember to go back and look. I don't know.
I'll tell you what. I'm putting my pennies aside right now because I'm, now I feel like I'm in a good place. I'll buy a common or two here and there, just like right now that I'm seeing. But I don't like. Here's the thing. We're in a place right now where if like I'm willing to wait until May to do all my buying, because if I'm wrong and everything goes sky high right now, okay, I can live with that. Like, I've got a decent collection. I'm happy with what I've got. But if I'm like talking about really backing up the truck, I'm waiting until the off season right now. Like I just like what's the like I've got what I need. if there's a rare that I really want that comes way down, then I would consider it if I don't have one, just so I have it for the collection. But I'm waiting for May, personally.
My thought is always to buy incrementally.
Yeah.
So
I know,
I'm keep buying incrementally, and I'm going to be loading up on these commons. And I mean, again, if it becomes $1 moments, becomes $1 moments, then I am going to back the fucking truck up, and I'm going to be buying. God, yeah. I'm going to buy them all.
It's the NFL. I don't know. I feel like if you made me pick the Dapper properties, I would tell you right now that the last man standing is AllDay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Top Shot's been around longer, and I know it's got more expensive moments and stuff, but I don't see it. I just don't. I don't see. I think the NFL will be here the longest. I think it's got more staying power. Right. I mean, there's proof that this sport kills people through CTE, and somehow we still watch it. Yeah, if that can't get rid of football, nothing can. I mean, what do you think is going to bring football down? If the fact that it kills these people playing it, and we sit there and watch it and know that, and somehow are willing to just dissociate from that, nothing will stop football. So,
yes, and on that note, I think that is a great resting place for the episode. We'll leave it on kind of a somber note.
We will have a moment of silence for all of the great ones who have been the modern day gladiators for our entertainment purposes. And
paid
if there is any sport where they earn every goddamn dollar that these guys get, it is professional football. So
yes, absolutely.
So yes.
All right. Well, let's bounce out of here and let people start buying some moments, because I know I got to get in there and start getting some, because some of these deals are just too good to pass on.
I'm right there with you. In fact, we're ending this, and I've got to go get even though I said I'm waiting, there's still a few that are worth picking up right now.
All right.